All right, Zach Wilkins and AJ Chapman, champions on the PBA tour, winning the Roth Holman Doubles title today. The look on your face says it all. Zach, describe to the fans at home that moment at the end there. You're stepping up in the 10th. You just need a few pins. You let out the yell. Finally, you guys are champions. How does it feel right now?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like the weight's just been lifted off your shoulders. You work so hard to have that moment. You picture that moment in practice of what it's going to be like to throw the last shot, but I can tell you, man, my heart was racing going into that final shot, and I'm looking at AJ, I'm looking at Woj, I'm like, do I just throw it down the middle? Like, what do I need? Like, I didn't know, and yeah, it may not have looked like I was nervous, but man, my heart was pounding, but we got it done.
You guys, I would say for the last few years, have been probably two of the best in the world without a title. That's a compliment that I'm sure you two are glad to never, ever, ever hear again.
Yeah.
Describe the relief it feels. AJ, this is year, I believe, 10 for you on the tour.
10 years, man.
Describe the relief of finally being a champion.
I got no words, man. Just 10 years on tour and, 30 years of work, man. 30 years of time. I got everybody to thank. I got so many people I want to talk to. I don't know what to feel. I don't know what to say. I'm loving every moment with this guy right here.
God.
This relationship is something special. It's always, I can see the tears in your eyes right now when doubles teams win together and they share. You guys are sharing this moment together right now. How special is it to do this, win your first title together? Zach, you said it would be bittersweet. This just looks pretty sweet to me.
Dude, this is unbelievable, especially like my first title and it to be at Bayside Bowl of all places. Like, I've dreamed of coming here since I've been eligible for the Elite League, the Battle of the Brands, whatever it is. And then to do it in a setting that, like, you can't even, like, it's insane. It's chaos in here, like organized chaos, and it's fun. Man, yeah, like, I don't even know what to say right now. It's sick.
Yeah.
It's sick.
We're not too far from the Great White North up here in Maine. Zach, you're the fourth Canadian to win on the PBA Tour. All four of you out here full time now. How special is it to? I know you got the Canada Maple Leaf all over all of your jerseys. How special is it to join that fraternity?
Yeah, I look up to those guys, Graham, Frankie, Mitch. They're my teammates, but more importantly, we're family too. So it's going to be bittersweet sharing it with them. I look forward to being able to see them and just give them a hug. 'Cause they've been a big help in the direction I needed to go in with bowling, and yeah, I can't thank them enough.
All right, we might need to get you a dictionary for what the word bittersweet means, but
yeah, that's
probably
totally fine. Totally fine.
AJ, 10 years ago, you were a star at Wichita State, Team USA every year. I remember seeing the comments on social media where parents were like, I want my kid to bowl like AJ Chapman.
That's cool.
And today, this weekend, you guys proved why people used to say things like that and still do. How special is it to prove those people right?
It's nice to be more than just form. Now I got a little function too. So yeah, I've worked really hard on that, like my physical game, for a long time, and then it got to a point where I needed to strengthen my mental game, and I've come a long way this year. Even had a couple ups and downs, but had some really good positive moments and made a couple changes. And the last 2 weeks have been awesome, and obviously this week nothing's going to top this for a long time. I'll tell you what.
I remember in 2022 you came as close as you can get to winning a title on the Shark.
Yeah.
Your opponent needed 2 strikes and 9 to shut you out. He got it done, obviously.
Yeah.
Describe the close calls over the years and how you've come so close to chasing the dream, and for 10 years you came up just a tad bit short, and the doubts have to start to creep in. How are you able to persevere through that and keep fighting and be ready for a moment like today when you had your opportunity?
Yeah, obviously moments are really, really tough, and like Zach talked about before, it's so much harder to get to the show than it is to be on the show, I think. And I totally agree with him, right? Like, making TV shows out here is so incredibly tough, especially when you got guys like EJ and Simo and Belmo, and a lot of times they take away spots on TV shows. So some of the better opportunities, like the bracket format that we had this week, all you got to do is beat the guys in your pair. And if you can get up there and do your job that you need to do, then you got a chance to win the whole thing. And we did our job so many times. We had a sweep match. We were down 3-1 one time. We swept again, obviously on the TV show and won the whole thing. But, man, we picked each other up, and it's like having him beside me, every time I throw a shot or throw in bad, knowing that he's there to help me lift up physically by himself and throw a good shot, that pumps me up to throw one good right after it. So having a little extra belief, and now I'm going to believe in myself a little more too. So
I'll stick with you, AJ. The ninth frame.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that you're able to laugh about it. Well, obviously now that you won, but you did that in match play earlier this week, and you've done some weird things in your career and some high leverage moments.
Yeah,
so
I've had some weird things in weird spots. That one I legit just smoked my ankle, so my feet were probably fast. It's a big shot, but I just slow down and get up there, and you got to make one the best shot you ever make right now.
Yeah,
that spare shot.
I noticed after you throw it in the gutter there, you look up and Zach's giving you the look of like, you got this.
Yeah.
How reassuring is it to have a teammate like that and the bond that you guys have?
Oh, like we talked about this whole time, everything. It's been, turning around and looking at him and knowing that I still got a chance. He still believes in me. He knows that I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to get up there and throw a good shot, and thankfully got it done that time. So.
Yeah, you did the same thing in match play at one point earlier this week.
Yep.
You just wanted Zach to have the winning moment himself, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I took the get to TV one, so you can have the one on TV one. That's a good trade. I'll take that trade any day.
Zach, you've had some close calls yourself the last couple of years on TV, just putting together, just like you did today, some high scores. This time, your opponent just bowled a little bit lower scores.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel to break through, and how are you able to make shots so consistently on TV? I don't think you left a 2-8 at one point, but that was still, you thought that was pretty good. So how are you able to perform so well in an environment like this?
For whatever reason, I've always felt comfortable bowling in front of people. It dates back to my youth days. We had big crowds at a lot of our national events, and there was a lot of cheering going on while you're on the approach and bowling. So something like this just already feels comfortable. As for the shot making, when I threw the first shot, I was like, okay, just get your legs under you. And once I saw it do the right thing, it was smooth sailing from there. But yeah, bowling on TV, I enjoy every bit of it, because you never know when it's going to be your last time. So I don't like to take anything for granted. So I like to live in the moment, trust my process, and just get the job done.
You guys got trophies here signed by the legend Marshall Holman. Obviously, unfortunately, Mark Roth's not able to be here. But how special is it to win a title with the names of these two iconic Hall of Famers?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I remember my dad being able to watch Mark Roth and Marshall Holman back in the day, and when I first got introduced to 10-pin after 5-pin bowling, see, these guys were the legends of our sport. So you go watch videos and the intensity that they have, and the one shot that I threw in the coming out of commercial, Marshall's standing right there and he's looking at me, giving the good fist pump, and when Marshall does that, you're like, okay, let's step up and be committed and do this. It was just a cool moment, and that probably eased a lot of the nerves, especially in the final match, because I've never been that far. So seeing a legend do that and give you just the action of encouragement, it was unbelievable. It meant everything.
Yeah, you guys have a legend in the building watching you guys bowl, and AJ, two close friends you're going against in the title match.
Yeah.
I saw you guys embrace after Zach kind of clinched the thing there. How special was that moment for you, competing against two good friends?
It was like the dream scenario, and I wish everybody could win at that point, right? It's thinking, I guess we're getting shut down. I feel for both of my guys. I love Anthony and Sean very much. I've known them for a long, long time, and I'm super proud of them and how well they bowled. So shout out to them, because they deserve it this week too, especially Anthony basically coming out of retirement.
Yeah.
That's cool. But unfortunately, someone's got to lose in that situation. So, but having this guy, that hug, oh my, at the end, he goes, come tackle me. He said, come tackle me.
I did.
All right, you guys are going to have about 11-hour drive to Akron for the Tournament of Champions. How much sweeter is that going to be with these two trophies in the back seat?
You want to go first?
You can take that one.
I've got to bowl this PTQ in Akron for 6 years or whatever it's been, and made it out of quite a few of them. Was lucky. Then the last 2 years, not so good. So I couldn't imagine a better time to be winning a doubles title, the tournament before we both need one to get to bowl. So absolutely unbelievable. So sick that we get to go roll in
Yeah.
the tournament. So.
Yeah, my story is a little different. I finally got my first regional title late of last year, so I've just never been able to bowl the PTQ once. I've been to Riviera once for the Elite League when I got picked up on the Waco Wonders, so I've only thrown four total shots in that building. So I guess I can't use the word bittersweet, but yeah, it's going to be awesome being able to step foot in that building and say that I'm a PBA Tour champion and get to compete against these guys for another major.
You just said that, and I can see both of you just kind of like having this moment of like, oh my God, I'm really a PBA Tour champion.
Yeah.
Has it even begun to sink in quite yet for you guys?
Oh God, no. I don't think it's going to really hit me until I get to practice session. Mainly because, yeah, I as a kid and dreaming of it, and then when you get out here, a lot of the close calls, you just never know when it's going to happen. So I'm super thankful that we finally got one, man. Holy cow.
We got one.
Holy
Everybody
cow.
told us to go get you one.
Yeah.
We got us one.
Zach said as he was stepping on the approach for the 10th frame, this is what dreams are made of. How did this moment live up to the dreams that you guys have had your whole lives?
I mean, I'm bowling a doubles tournament, and my partner needs 5 pins in the first ball in the 10th to win a title. I've never felt more, like, as you stepped on the approach, it hit me. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're gonna win. Woj looked at me and gave me a fist bump and smile, and I was like, that's it. And then you let go of it, and
I know.
everything, and I come running, and amazing.
What are you going to remember most about this day in 5 years, in 10 years, in 40 years?
I think the thing I'm going to remember the most, obviously that gutter ball. But I think, winning a title individually is pretty cool, but doing it with one of your good friends, your roommate, I mean, I can't dream of a better scenario of winning your first title because you get to share it now with everyone. And, yeah, I'm glad it was with this guy, man. It was awesome.
All right, AJ Chapman and Zach Wilkins, we'll see you in Akron for the Tournament of Champions. Congratulations.
Yes, we will. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mom.